whole name or just the first?
Just your first name.
Okay.
What, can you spell your first name for me, please?
A-A-L-I-Y-A-H.
And then, where are we?
At Walgreens on Sunset and Vine.
Do you know what city we're in?
Hollywood, California.
Hollywood.
Yes.
And then, what happened here tonight?
You know what? Just your standard, profiling. There was just a big to-do, an assumption really, over a Mio, a squirt apparatus for juice. That carried on, it escalated. Just a lot of pride, arguing. A lot of it, I don't like confrontation, so I was trying to stay out of it. Just towards the end, though. It's just a lot of pride. You have the security guard talking about, him serving in war and profiling, and it's just your standard run-of-the-mill racial profiling. I feel like I've spoken to an employee that was there, standing right next to all of us when it happened. I looked up. There was a scuffle. There was a pushback from the security guard to my friend Sky. I've known him for a while. We hang out with each other at the East Center over on Hollywood and Highland. Just, from observation, everything that he was saying, and all of that craziness, he served 2 tours, and he's skilled. Yes. Okay. And, like I said, after the scuffle, the security guard pushed him, and, that should have been done. He had, enough time to think about, better ways to handle the situation than shooting him in his back.
So, just, can we get like a quick, I guess, rundown of what happened? Were you guys in the store, and
yeah, we just came here.
What happened that led up to the shooting?
You know what? He had just previously walked someone else out for shoplifting, so I guess he's had a day. It's Hollywood. This kind of thing happens with homelessness, all kinds of situations. We came here just to get, to pull money off of a cart, to get some weed from the dispensary. And we were, all 3 of us, we were on our way to the ATM that, is located at the front, and he picked up a Mio. You know what I'm saying? He picked it up behind where the security guard was stationed, located. You know what I'm saying? So, regardless, if he saw it, it's a Mio. We're not leaving. So it was a big to-do about that. Before we even reached the ATM, he had kind of like threw it back at him, you know what I'm saying? It was an argumentative thing. Because of profiling, I was trying to assess, both sides of the situation, just kind of standing out, just letting people, it sound like I haven't been in a tussle myself, with someone profiling me shopping. So that happened towards the front. We moved towards the back to go to the register that we were at to try and get cash back. And, then it turned into a bunch of snide remarks, and he kept digging at my friend, and, so...
What was he saying, if you don't mind?
Sky was just, just dropping some major bullet points, talking about the profiling and how he felt about the situation, and the fact that he was followed through the entire store. Someone else had just come in and robbed Walgreens after he walked someone out, you know what I'm saying? So this clearly happens. I don't know why you're, on patrol with a gun, a security guard for Walgreens. That's just my observation. Anywho, just a bunch of snide remarks, my friend did mention, that he, has stolen before. Not here, but it's just, just conversation. It was just a lot of back and forth. He decided to retort with, well, I served, the war somewhere in Afghanistan and some other tour, and I have 2 spokes on my back. They were sizing each other up. My friend actually made a statement about him feeling high and mighty, that he carried a gun, and that's just where he kept moving to on his body, and I do remember seeing that. And so, like I said, my head was down. I wasn't trying to pay attention because it was just a lot, just arguing. It wasn't anything for anyone in the store to have acted any other kind of way because it wasn't a threat. There were no threats made other than them both going back and forth on one another. You know what I'm saying?
So, just to kind of get an understanding, you guys walked into the store, your friend picked something up, and the security guard approached him and accused him of shoplifting?
Yes. it wasn't until we got to the back that it was literally nothing but a bunch of banter, and they were in each other's space.
Okay, so
So
they were
I did not see the first end of that. I've known Sky for a while, and I've seen him get in tussles, but he doesn't put his hands up unless provoked. You know what I'm saying? And talking to one of the employees, you know what I'm saying? If the security guard nudged him or whatever, he kept egging them on. This is what he wanted. We feel like, myself and another employee, just from watching, because it was just a bunch of prideful banter. You know what I'm saying? And so he probably egged him on to the point where Sky felt like he should muff him in the face. And so after that exchange, he was then pushed back. When he proceeded to move forward again, that is when my friend turned around to make a book a book for the door. Naturally, you kind of just hit a security guard. Anyone could see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere, while his back was turned, was it, due for gunplay. Period.
Did the security guard shout anything at your friend to stop or turn around as his weapon was pointed at him?
Freeze.
So he told him to freeze. Did your friend acknowledge the security guard or turn around, or did you continue trying to get out of the situation?
Like I said, it happened quickly, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That altercation had already been subdued. When he pushed him away, he should have then used proper protocol as a trained guard to not automatically go for your gun. His back was turned. He was fleeing the scene. Initially, didn't even get a full step in. The aisle's not that big, and he's 6'1". You know what I'm saying? His feet were still in the aisle where he fell. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, that's what he wanted. And a few of us saw that. As, the statement was made by Sky before he got shot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so just like I said, let's just get a recap. So you guys came to the store.
We came to the
Sky
store.
picked something up. Your friend Sky picked something up. The security guard accused him of shoplifting. There was an aggressive exchange of words, and then there was an altercation between your friend and the security guard. And then your friend went to leave the scene, and that's when the security guard drew his weapon and shot your friend?
Yes.
Okay, and with that, did the paramedics come right away? What happened after your friend was shot?
It was stillness on everyone. Granted, the security guard was quite coherent, obviously, having served. I think he took a moment to really take that in. He didn't really call until it had kind of dawned on everyone what had happened, and then he made the proper call, and then the manager made the call as well. So I'm not sure which got in. And I'm still processing a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? None of us expected it. It wasn't necessary.
You guys were just out for the night out on town?
Out for the night, just to get some weed. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about what happened to your friend. I'm sorry that you had
It's okay.
experienced
I
everything
heard that
went
he
down.
is in surgery right now. That's what I last heard, so I don't know what they're reporting on the news.
I don't know anything. I haven't been able to talk to an officer to confirm anything, sorry.
I'm sorry, was that scratchy?
I'm sorry?
Was that scratchy?